everyone. I was told to speak very loudly, so I'm going to shout so that the people outside can hear me. Namaste, everyone. Jai Hind. God bless America. I am Sunita Viswanath, Sunita Viswanath, and I'm with Hindus for Human Rights. I'm Hindu, and I was born in India, and I live here in the United States, in New York City. I love my faith, I love the country where I was born, and I love this country, which is my home. I'm here to raise my voice against the atrocities taking place in India in the name of my religion. People who consider Nathuram Godse, the assassin of Mahatma Gandhi, a martyr and a Deshbhakt, which means a patriot, are celebrating the 150th anniversary of Gandhiji, his birth. The cynicism and the hypocrisy are mind-boggling. Hinduism taught me, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. There is one truth, but it is called by different names. This verse from our ancient scripture, the Rig Veda, teaches us that one religion, race, caste, sexual identity is not superior than any other. Hinduism taught me the notion of ahimsa, non-harming of each other, and even other species and our planet. Hinduism taught me the notion of ekatva. We are all one, and God, or whatever we consider divine, is equally and identically present in every one of us. What is this new Hinduism, which is hyper-masculine, violent, and warring, and believes in the supremacy of Hindus above all others? And where is the Hinduism of love, compassion, and inclusion? I was horrified in 1992 when I saw images of mobs of people, Hindus like me, Hindus who look like my parents and my aunts and uncles, razed to the ground a mosque. I was horrified when I heard about the pogroms by Hindus, rampaging Hindu mobs against Muslims in Gujarat in 2002. That, by the way, was under the watch of the current Prime Minister, who was then Chief Minister of Gujarat. Over the past decade, I have spoken out as a Hindu that rejects Hindutva, which is Hindu nationalism, and yet fights for justice and human rights for all. There is no contradiction between being a Hindu and fighting against every form of discrimination, every injustice. And yet, over that same decade when I've been raising my voice, things seem to have gone from bad to worse to actual and undeniable fascism. In this country, we have had the Muslim ban, a border wall, and children in cages. In India, my other country, we have had over 100 lynchings by Hindus, from Muhammad Akhlaq in Dadri in 2015 to Tabriz Ansari in Jharkhand this year, and at least 100 in between. We have seen the wrongful arrest and outright murders of brave dissenters, and most recently, we are seeing almost 2 million people, mostly Muslims, rendered stateless by the travesty known as the National Register of Citizens. There are now, as the previous speaker mentioned, there are now temporary detention camps that house thousands of these non-citizens, and according to Vox and the New York Times, 10 permanent detention camps are being built as we speak. If we are on the road to concentration camps, then what is next? We see the most recent nightmare in Kashmir. What is the reason that Hindu majoritarian government saw fit to wage a coup in the dead of the night? Why did they turn the state into a non-state? In fact, a prison where people cannot contact each other or the outside world. My close friend, a Kashmiri, has not been able to reach her parents for 46 days. Why did they increase the troop presence? And why are they cracking down on any protesters with violence, arrest, torture, and worse? The reason it's so clear is that they are Hindu nationalists who want to turn not just India, but the entire subcontinent into a Hindu Rashtra, a Hindu region, a Hindu country. And anyone who is Muslim or Dalit or Christian or Sikh, you better beware. Anyone who will not say Vande Mataram or Jai Shri Ram, and even if you do say Vande Mataram or Jai Shri Ram, you will be thrashed and you could be killed. Ram Rajya is a phrase that they use, which is the kingdom of Lord Rama. Ram Rajya is actually a land of justice and peace and the well-being of all. It is the beloved kingdom that Martin Luther King Jr., the Christian freedom fighter whose inspiration was Mahatma Gandhi, dreamed of. The dreams of Gandhi and King are now being butchered just as these two great men were butchered. And in this antithesis of Ram Rajya that is being born and grown in front of our very eyes is the hell that they gave their lives to avert. And so, for those of us who want to stand on the side of justice and human rights in this historic moment of evil in this world, what do? We do what we are doing today and what we will do tomorrow. We create inclusive platforms and vehicles for truth-telling and dissent. We ensure that our movements are non-violent. We counter the hatred and violence with our every breath. We speak our truth, our heart's desire for love and peace and oneness of all, and we do not let anyone silence us. We ensure that those who have faced the worst of the atrocities can speak, and we place our bodies between them and those that would kill them. And if, like me, we are Hindu, we invoke our gods and goddesses who require our active commitment to Loka Sangraha, a world where there is peace among all people and our planet is honored and protected. May all the world be happy is not a Hallmark card message. It is a fierce prayer for justice for everyone. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.